There's this weird paradox in consulting that nobody really talks about. You're literally just solving problems you used to have, and that's it, that's the whole business. So I realized this the other day. Every single client I worked with is basically dealing with a version of something I already went through. They're stuck at the same revenue for a month, or they're working 60 hours a week and burning out, or they're tolerating bad clients who don't take action. I went through all of that in the past myself. And at first, that felt kind of weird to me. Like, who am I to charge someone thousands to help them with something I only figured out like a year ago? But then I thought about it more, and that's actually exactly why it works. Because I'm not some guru who's been doing this for the past 20 years and forgot what it's like to be in the trenches. I was literally in the exact position not that long ago. I remember what it felt like. I remember the specific thoughts running through my head, the doubt, the anxiety, and I know the difference between advice that sounds good and advice that actually works when you're in that spot. For example, when someone tells me they're undercharging because they're scared of potential clients will say no, I don't have to guess what it's about. I went through that. I know exactly where that fear comes from and what it takes to push through that. Or when someone says they're stuck doing all the work themselves because they don't trust anyone else to do it right. I get it. I was the same way, and I can tell them exactly what changed for me to let go of that fear. That's the paradox. The problems you struggle with the most, those become your biggest asset as a consultant. Because you're not teaching theory, you're teaching from pattern recognition from real experiences. You're essentially getting paid to help people skip the painful stuff you already went through. You don't need to be 10 years ahead of someone to help them. You just need to be 2 steps ahead. Because 2 steps ahead means you remember what it was like to be where they are. You remember the exact mistakes, the exact limiting beliefs, and the exact turning points. That's actually more valuable than someone who's been doing this so long they can't even relate to the struggle anymore. We're solving problems we used to have, and the people who have those problems right now, they need someone who remembers what it's like to be stuck there. That's the whole business model.